everybody, welcome back to Susannah's Kitchen. Thank you for joining me and clicking on this video. So today I'm making a really simple one pot meal and it's my chorizo and red pesto orzo. You can serve this with extras if you like, and I'm going to be putting in some tempura chicken and also some tender stem broccoli, but it is really delicious just on its own. It's very rich, it's very comforting, it's a little bit smoky because I've got some smoked paprika in there and of course the chorizo as well. It is just gorgeous. We use the bake function for this and it works so well. So if you've not tried making orzo, please give it a go. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to give it a try, whether you try it, what you think to the recipe. And also, if you are new here, I'd love it if you would subscribe. There's been so much going on lately that I just haven't had as much time to bring you as many recipes because you've probably seen I've got a brand new cookbook that's out for pre-order. So it's called 4 Seasons and of course it's all Ninja Foodi recipes. So if you haven't already secured your copy with your £5 off, then go over to my website and you can order it there now. It's www.susannahskitchen.uk. I'm sure you're going to love it. It's got seasonal recipes in there. So it's split into winter, spring, summer, autumn. And these recipes are so good. I know you're going to be really excited about these, and it's been a struggle not to share them with you. So it's been a bit of a secret for me, and I've been working really hard behind the scenes to get you another book because so many of you requested it. Anyway, let's get on with today's recipe. Let's go and get in the kitchen. I'm making chorizo and red pesto orzo. I'm also going to be layering this up and cooking some extras on the top. But of course you can just solely make this on its own as well. So we're on sear and saute, and we're going to begin by adding the chorizo, and we just want to let that sweat down. Its oils will start coming out and we'll start getting a little bit of a crispy edge. Once some of the oils come out, I'm going to add in my onion and cook that alongside. Oils are coming out of that nicely. We'll get a little bit of crispiness on the bottom there. So now I put in my onion. Just want to soften this onion down a little bit. To add to the smokiness, I'm adding in smoked paprika. I've got a tablespoon of tomato puree. And I've just lowered down the sear and saute now. So as you can see, we were catching a little bit on the bottom. Let's just mix that through. And then I want half a teaspoon of all of my herbs. And I've got a right mixture here. Do you know what? I've only got a tiny bit of time left. So I'll have to just go with that. And then oregano, parsley, and basil. I'm going to tip in my orzo. Let's stir that through. Don't worry too much about the catching on the bottom because we're going to be adding stock to this. I have got some beautiful sun-dried tomato red pesto. I'm going to just measure that in. And now pouring over my stock. I'm just going to scrape out the bits that have got stuck there. And let's give this a really good mix together. And as I said, that stock is deglazing the bottom of the pot nicely for us. And you're going to want 125 millilitres of passata. If you don't want to use passata, maybe tinned cherry tomatoes would work really well. Let's just stir all of that through. A nice richness of tomato in there now. Perfect. You can completely cook this on its own, or like me, you can add in the rack. Totally optional to do this, but I'm actually going to be cooking some tempura chicken over the top of this. You can use plain chicken breast or something else if you like. If you think that it's going to need less time, then just put it in at a slightly later stage rather than putting everything in at one time, because during this process we can open the lid at any point. So it gives us a bit of flexibility with this recipe. So I'm going to be baking this on 180 for 25 minutes. So my orzo is coming to the end of being baked, and this works really well in the Ninja Foodi. I really like doing my orzo in this way. I've done a few different trials of this. And now what I do is I add my little bit of cream. It's not a great deal, but it's just enough to really give it a different dimension. It makes it a little bit creamy and rich. It's just really nice. So I just stir that through. I've taken that out of the fridge, by the way, beforehand, so that isn't completely, cold straight from the fridge. Look at that, delicious, absolutely yummy. Look at the texture. That orzo is cooked beautifully. So now I'm going to serve that up. I'm going to close the lid just to keep that warm for a minute. I'm going to serve it up with my chicken that I cooked on top. And then I've got some tender stem broccoli as well. You can either cook your tender stem broccoli on the hob if that's your preference, or you can cook it alongside your chicken on the rack, or of course you can serve this on its own. I'm topping it with my crispy tempura chicken and then my tender stem broccoli. Here it is, all cooked. So this is my chorizo and red pesto orzo. So delicious. I've added some extras of some tempura chicken and also some tender stem broccoli, but you can serve it however you want. It is smoky, it is rich. The orzo is tender, so beautiful. I really hope you give the recipe a try. Let me know in the comments what you think to this one. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and of course give me a like as well.